Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about faith. And in Hebrews 11, chapter 6, it says, without faith it's impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those that diligently or earnestly seek him. So this is all a belief, because if faith is what pleases God and you are doubting, then you don't believe. You don't believe or trust that he says he's going to do what he's going to do, that he says he's going to do. One thing I can tell you from experience, and some of you have experience with God, is that God is faithful, and you could trust him at his promises, and you should take him at his promises. If he says, I will never leave you nor forsake you, I would be with you to the end of the world, you got to take him at his promises. One of my favorite scriptures is that I will perfect that which concerns you. That right there is telling you that you can lean on him. You can trust him, that his promises are yes and amen. So he would do what he promised. The only thing is, the problem is we doubt. And when we doubt, we're saying that we don't believe you. And we're saying that, Lord, I don't believe that you're going to do what you said you're going to do. And I don't believe that you're going to come through. We got to believe that he came through for us before, and he'll continue to do it again. Why? Because he's a good God. And I think there are times the reason why we begin to doubt is because we have to wait. We got to think about Abraham. Abraham wanted a child, and he had to wait until his old age to have a child. However, God kept his promises. We may not, as I said in the last video, understand God's ways and his timing, but it's always perfect. We don't want to miss. We don't want to step ahead of God. We don't want things to happen before it's time, because we want to be able to keep it. We don't want things temporarily. We want things that's going to be able to last, because God is his will, and he'll perfect anything that's his will. You can keep. Even if it's going to take time, know that he's a good God, and he's going to perfect that which concerns you, and he's going to make it happen. I think the hardest part is for those that are praying, I want some such and such to be healed. There are times, and as hard as it is to say, that we ask for God to heal our family member that is extremely sick, there are times that it's their time. And it's the hardest thing, because I know I have family members that had cancer, and I'm like, please, just heal. And it wasn't God's will, because it was their time. In that sense, what we should learn to do is to ask God, is it your will for them to live? If it is, let them be healed, and please, you can get the glory. But if not, give me the strength and the comfort for the time that is coming. That's what I learned to pray. But we need to have faith, because faith is what pleases God. And we got to get to a point that even when we don't feel good, even when we feel like it's taking too long, and we just it feels like he's not answering, he's not ignoring you. He hears you. He wants you to know that, listen, I hear you. Just be patient. There's times he says no, because it's not his will. There's times he says yes, because it is his will. And there are times where he will literally say wait, or he'll just say wait. And when you have to wait, it's because it's not his timing. You get it too soon, and you may lose it. You may never be able to keep it. So you got to understand where God is coming from. And if he's telling you to wait, just be patient with him, because that means he's going to perfect what you're praying for. But there's a reason. Even in the word, I'm going to show you guys how, even in the Bible, Jesus had to kick out some people when he needed faith to be in that room only, and any doubters had to go. So I wanted you guys to see that. So here in Mark chapter 5, 38 through 40, I'm going to read this to you guys. It says, then he came to the house of the ruler of the synagogue and saw a tumult and those who kept and wailed loudly. When he came in, he said to them, why make this commotion and weep? The child is not dead, but sleeping. So Jesus was walking in, and it's a child that was dead. And then a lot in the Bible, you'll see where it says they're sleeping. But that means that they were dead, because they said the dead basically is sleeping. And so, they was wailing because, they wanted Jesus to heal their child before it was time, but she was already dead. But they was like, why are y'all screaming? Why are y'all wailing? And they said, the child is dead. But he said, the child is not dead, but sleeping. And they ridiculed him. But when he had put them all outside, he took the father and the mother of the child and those who were with him, and entered when the child was lying. So I'm saying all this to let you know that Jesus already knew that he was going to raise up from the dead. But the problem was, and I don't know if you guys ever read this, the problem was is that there were people out there that doubted. There were people that were ridiculing and laughing at him because they was like, sleeping. We just told you that she's dead. Like, what do you mean? Like, she's not sleeping. We know she's dead. And he's like, she's just sleeping. So they thinking he's crazy. These doubters. He had to get him out the room. It says he said to them, why all this commotion, right? And then after that, he said but when he had put them out all outside, he let all those doubters, all those people that were laughing at him and did not believe, they had to leave the room. Because you cannot be in the room with Jesus has faith. You can't be with the Holy. You don't believe, then you got to get out. He had to make the doubters get out. Let me tell you guys, we have to begin to doubt our doubt before we doubt God. Because at the end of the day, God's going to do what he said he's going to do. We have to believe him at his word. Keep him at his promises, because his promises are yes and amen. He will do what he said he would do. He's not like men like that he should lie. We have to exercise our faith. We will go into the gym to exercise our muscles so we can remain strong. We have to begin to get in spiritual faith. We have to exercise our faith. In the spirit, we have to exercise our faith. I don't believe God is hearing me. Okay, but he did what he said he was going to do years ago. He's going to do it now. Oh, but he's taking a long time. Maybe he's taking a long time because he's going to perfect what I'm going to receive. So we got to get to that point of believing and exercising and getting stronger and stronger. So the next time we have to wait, it's like, no, I know because he did it for me before. Remember what he did before and know and read the Bible about faith. Abraham had to wait. Look at all the chapters and all the scriptures of those that had to wait. But he perfected them. So just know, God sees you, he hears you. But there's time he tells you to wait. Do not lose faith. You guys be blessed.